Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope everybody had a good weekend. For me, it was a little busy, but kind of laid back as well too. So always try to do a little taking care of myself and slow it down a little bit on the weekend. So hopefully you did some of that too, so that you can start off your Monday right. So I said earlier that I was going to come on here, or I asked if people were interested in some ways to help balance your hormones. I got some feedback, so I thought I'd come on here. And for the rest of this week, I'm going to give you 5 tips or 5 steps that you can balance your hormones naturally. My goal is to help as many women as possible move through the transition from perimenopause to postmenopause as smoothly as possible. If you're experiencing any type of hormonal symptoms like hot flashes, poor sleep, brain fog, low libido, list could go on and on. There's so many different things, and it's so different for every woman, then these things could help you. My goal is to teach you how to balance out your hormones naturally. So I don't want you using a bunch of pills. I don't want you going to the doctor. These are things that you can just do yourself that are going to help you to get results. And what I want to show you is that you don't have to work out for hours. You don't have to do tons of cardio to lose weight or get rid of that belly fat. You just have to use these tools, and reduce your stress levels and help you get better sleep, and you'll get rid of that muffin top. Okay, so the first step, this is number 1. This is the key one that's going to probably make the most dramatic change, is addressing your nutrition. And I know most people don't want to do that. Most people are like, that's the hardest, but it's going to be the most beneficial to you. I promise you. You're going to see noticeable results just by changing what you're putting inside your body, okay? So the goal is to get rid of all the things that cause extra inflammation in your body, such as gluten, dairy, and sugar. Those 3 things are not good for our bodies. Plus, they cause inflammation, and then your hormones aren't able to do what they need to do to function properly. And that's why you're experiencing all these different symptoms. That's why you're experiencing the belly fat and the poor libido and the poor sleep and all that stuff. It's because you got so much inflammation going on in your body that it can't function properly. The first thing you need to do is make sure you're getting enough protein, fat, and water in each meal. Every single meal. You should be eating about 3 times a day, 3 times a day, maybe a snack here and there. But getting adequate protein, huge. The more and more I read about the hormone stuff, the more you need protein. For one, you're getting older. Protein helps you to maintain muscle, and that's what's going to help keep those hormones regulated. Protein, fiber, and water. Sorry about that. Protein, fiber, and water. Fiber is tons of vegetables. Like, you can't even eat enough vegetables to make your body feel better. I focus on about 5 to 6 cups of vegetables a day, and if I don't get them, I notice. I've had some clients do hey Christine, just in our debloat challenge, adding more vegetables, they feel so much better because your body needs that stuff. When I went from doing keto and hardly eating any vegetables to eating vegetables, my body was like, it was like singing praises, and the weight started dropping off because it was like, thanks for giving me what I need. And water is super important because it flushes all that stuff out, especially if you're cutting those things out of your diet. Again, the protein, fiber, and water also are going to keep you full so that your cravings are going to go down. You're not going to want to eat as many bad foods because you're going to feel full and you're going to feel better. Because usually when we are not feeling so great, that's when we crave those bad foods. Hey, Shirley. The next thing that I tell my clients is, or this is a term that I got from Jade Tita. He's a hormone specialist online, and it's called SHMEC, and it's SHMEC, and it stands for sleep, hunger, mood, energy, and cravings. And if those things are all in play and you're doing great with all of them, then that means whatever you're eating, you're doing right. So let's just back up a little bit. Sleep. That means you should be getting about 7 to 9 hours of sleep, and good sleep. So if you wake up and you're feeling refreshed, you have good energy, which comes along with the next one, the energy. Great. Then you're eating right for your body. If you're not hungry, if you're not hungry, then you're eating all the right things. But if you're constantly hungry, you need to look. Do you need more protein? Do you need more vegetables? Do you need to drink water? Sometimes I find that I'll be hungry in the afternoon, and I'll be like, I've only had 40 ounces of water. I usually drink 120. So I guzzle a bunch of water, hunger goes away. So when you're hungry, you need to eat more, and you need to figure out what it is. Is it protein? Is it more vegetables? Or is it water? Those things are going to help fix that hunger. Mood. Are you kind of cranky, irritable? I know, again, same thing with me. Sometimes if I don't eat enough, I get that way, or if I don't drink enough water. The other day, I was just like on edge, trying to work at my desk. Couldn't figure out what it was. Wasn't enough water, so I drank more water. Hey, Susan. Mood or energy. That's what, going back to the sleep. If you're getting enough sleep, you should have good energy. If your energy is low, maybe you need more food. Maybe you need a little bit more of the grains, a little bit more around your workout if you're working out, whatever. Pay attention. Your body is going to tell you exactly what it needs if you listen to it. Most people are like, oh, I'm so hungry, but I can't eat because I already ate once today. That's not what you need to do. You need to pay attention to what your body needs. Maybe look at your meal. What was it? Did you have enough protein? Did you have enough fiber? Fats, too, are really good for helping fill you up, so those are a good option, but I don't want people to go crazy with the fats. And then cravings. If you're eating all the right foods, like I said earlier, if you're eating tons of vegetables, those cravings are going to go away. So when your sleep, hunger, mood, energy, and cravings, other known as SHMEC, when that is in check, then you're doing all the right things. If one of those things is off and it's not great, then you need to look at what you're eating, what you're doing, and fix those things. So that's just a little bit there. So this is just a start. This is step one, is your nutrition, because like I said, this is probably the most important thing, and it's probably the hardest for everybody, is getting rid of all the crap and eating all the right foods, eating enough food, drinking enough water, eating more regularly. Another thing I'll go back to, I used to fast, and I tried fasting longer and longer. All it did was mess up my metabolism, and I found that I just added more weight and more weight. So when I added more food and I ate more regularly, then the weight started coming off. Then I started feeling better. I had more energy. My sleep was better. So many things. So I know a lot of people, a lot of my clients, I'm like, are you eating enough? And they tell me what they're eating. I'm like, you are not eating enough. Especially even if they're not even working out, I know that they're still not eating enough. Again, you got to listen to your body. It's going to tell you, it's going to give you the signals that you need. Pay attention to the sleep, hunger, mood, energy, and cravings, and you should be all good to go. So thanks for listening. Tomorrow I'm going to come for step number 2, which is a surprise, so you have to tune in to figure out what that is. And I do have a group, a Hormone Health for Women group, a free Facebook group. If you're not in that group, post below or send me a message and I will get you in there. I also have a free hormone health guide, and if you haven't picked that up, again, let me know and I can tell you how you can pick that up. So have a great Monday, and eat well today. Think about your nutrition. Think about how your body's feeling, and pay attention to those signals that it's giving you, and I promise you're going to feel a lot better if you listen to it. All right, have a great Monday.